This is brand new. I spent time in the Forbidden Library, and I haven't put on the sound for the game. We'll do it in a minute! But first, hello everyone, and welcome. Today, it's Limbus Day. It's Limbus Day. It's Limbus Day. It's funny for this to be my first stream of the week. It does feel a little bit strange, but that's okay. I needed that break on Monday. I need to take it a bit easy for my brain. My brain's been silly. But we're fine. We're doing okay. Welcome, everybody. Hello, howdy. Hello, Oversized Phantom. Hello, Nimby. Hello, X-Dom. Hello, Kevlar. Hello, NSFW Man. Hello, Dreaming Author. Hello, Rahel. Hello, Neocromancer. Welcome. Your second favourite day. What's your favourite day before Trauma Day? Surely Trauma Day is everyone's favourite day. We love trauma. That's why we love this game. I was talking to my fiance about this, and I was like, it's grimdark. It's just not in space. This is the grimdark genre. This is why we're here. We love trauma. Exactly. Where's the Limbus medium? I love your different names for howdy. Different names for normal size phantom. Howdy. Greetings, Crusader. Your fave day, of course, is when the weekend starts. That's true. Friday is great. And it's Easter this weekend, which means after the weekend, we get discount chocolate eggs. And that's one of the best things in the world. Discount chocolate. Discount chocolate. Like after Valentine's Day. It's the best. Can't wait for Brian to have a Limbus Company themed wedding. No, I couldn't because the fiance isn't into it. I'd need to drag him down the rabbit hole first. And then maybe we could have one. Maybe. Which means we gotta sort of a cute baby lamb and roast it over, oh yeah, chocolate. It's Easter, you know what that means? I'll be walking to 12 churches to pray. That's an interesting tradition. Hello JCP, welcome. But as you can see, I did a little bit of grinding, so we're all the ones that I'm gonna be using mainly are all up to level 30. I'm not bald, Kevlar. I have so much beautiful golden hair. How dare you call me bald? But yeah, so I did a little grinding. I tried to do the mirror dungeons, but I kept seeing things that I didn't know what they were, and I remember Neocromancer's warning of trying to only do things I could find. But I only do things I recognized, but I couldn't find just things I recognized, so I stopped doing the mirror dungeon for a little bit. So, well, so much for now. Forever! That's the beauty of being an anime girl on the internet. I'll have hair forever. Forever and ever and ever. While the city is a grim setting, I wouldn't say it's grim dark. There's a theme of self-realization and trying to achieve your dreams. No one ever seems to. There is a theme of that, to be fair. You have a good point, Dreaming Oz. You have a good point. It's meant to mimic Christ's walk. We visit one church for every station of the cross. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. Just wait until we have to love time. No. No love towns. No love towns. We want hate towns. Hate towns! Let's get to it, shall we? Hate towns. Everyone's happy in love. No one is happy in love town. Didn't you listen to the song? They regretted it. They regretted it. Okay, where were we up to? Oh, this is gonna go here. Oh yeah, so I needed to collect the things you guys said. I need to make sure I'm collecting the items. So let's see what's in the sealed door. The love bus. No, definitely not the love bus. No. It's a real shame and probably not a coincidence that society began to collapse the moment we figured out how to create IRL anime girls. Yeah, it did happen about then, didn't it? Being grimdark doesn't mean there aren't any redeeming qualities in 40k have hopeful characters. Exactly! Like, grimdark doesn't mean everyone likes it. People look at grimdarks and they still kind of sit and imagine what they would be like in that universe and things like that. I don't know. We like a bit of trauma, and sometimes. A steel door rests on one side of the room. It looks too thick to be easily broken or breached with force. There's got to be something... Hello, Roger. There's got to be something totally valuable, though, if it's guarded this tight. The sinner might be right. Treasure might be waiting behind the door. What do you do? I would like to open the door. I saw a tweet of a generic scientist saying, "Stop pestering me about cat girls. I'm trying to cure disease." Why not cure disease? Why not cure the disease of not having cat girl? Brody could have a little trauma as a treat. As a treat! Oh, you treating me? I have a... Is that the button? No, that's not the button. No, I can't remember what hotkey I put it under. Let's just press some buttons until something happens. Not that. No, can't find it. I did have some ears somewhere, but I can't find them. Hello, Jumbo Hop, welcome. We found cats. Run a rat check to open a pass on a new map. Look around, or a sloth check. Let's do a wrath check. Beery, my cat's pestering me for pets and attention. Yes, go pet your cat. It's incredibly important. Open at force. The steel is thick, but it might not be possible for a sinner to move it ajar. Who would be the right person for that? Who's going to open the door? Heathcliff, obviously. If it's a wrath check, I'm sending Heathcliff. Commence! Fuck! Heathcliff! Heathcliff, my dude. Heathcliff pushed the door with all their might. Won't work. I got 5%. I want to pet my cat, but I keep scaring her away with my sneezes. Oh no. The door didn't so much as budge. As much as he wanted to know what was behind that door, there was no choice but to leave the room for now. Boo. Selected identity of 10 HP and SP damage. Boo. Heathcliff. You are not some bloke that shoots guns. You are Wrath incarnate. Why didn't you pass a Wrath tech? Check. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Did that one. Suppose we continue. Should have checked all your options for that. I should have. I just... Brain was like, Wrath, Heathcliff. It says very high. Go. Ah, well. Hi, Clint! It's been a while. Nice to finally be able to catch your streams live again. Yeah, welcome back. He was full stop, Heath. He's kind of less wrathful than normal. That's true. He actually stays away from the action. Pew pew. Go, Bunny Ryoshu, go! I can kind of tell that this Sinclair is like an earlier... You're using too much ammo with that. Oh, you've got both of your skills use a lot of... Stop using so much ammo, Heathcliff. Give me a skill that uses less ammo, so that when it's nearly dead, I can put you on the less ammo skill, so that I don't have to worry about using all your ammo! Not that we weren't already done, but still. Yeah, Sinclair. You can tell Sinclair's a bit of an earlier unit because, like, the full stop officers and Ryoshu, they're really flashy with their third skill, and then these two aren't so much. And I think probably because I imagine, obviously I have only the start, but I imagine they've gotten flashier and flashier as the game's gotten on, as they've like pushed boundaries and stuff like that. Whenever you use this one, use evade instead. I forget about evade. I need to remember that exists. It's very interesting to see these sort of two earlier units and then like the three very recent units I have. See, look how dramatic that is. So good. Look, he exploded into pieces for one bullet. Good stuff. Good stuff. But what's in the torture chamber? The N-Corp Inquisitors are busy torturing someone. A filtered scream fills the cramped room. Their victims are people with prosthetic bodies. Sinclair didn't utter a word, but his eyes, full of wrath and fear, were fixed on the torturers. He breathed heavily at irregular intervals, his body shaking. He looks like he might charge forth at any second. Intervene, please. Do you stop him, or... Certain identities will lose SP. I wonder who! Run a wrath check, then begin a combat encounter. Use Sinclair for the check to gain a sign. I need to get signs. So I'm good. If I use Sinclair here, then we should be good. Hopefully, maybe. Dawn and say, oh yeah, because Dawn would be like, no, this is not justice. Release the Sinclair. Yes. Sick 'em, boy. Sick 'em. Do you really mean it? When you explain your plan to Sinclair, he looks back at you with surprise. I thought you would stop me. He spoke anxiously, but he seemed nevertheless happy with the decision. Got it. I'll do it. Sinclair sprinted to where the Inquisitors were alongside the other sinners. Sinclair is healed! Don Quixote is healed! Uh-oh. Is this the Mad God room? Not me. Yay! Proceed. Heretics! The heretics have appeared! As the sinners approached, the Inquisitors cast their victims aside to charge at us. You bastards! Sinclair stood against them at the forefront, but that hammer might be too big for Sinclair's weapon to stop. Should Sinclair really deal with it, or should you order another sinner to? Sinclair has to deal with it, because I want that sign. Wait, why aren't you guys holding me back? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You got this, sweetie. I believe in you and your anger. No, no, no. We let him cook, and all he did was simmer. The Inquisitors surround Sinclair, who was now on the back foot. We have to fight on with this disadvantage. This is fine. This is fine. Absolutely fine. Select identity, takes 15 HP. Combat encounter! This is fine. This is fine. Sinclair did not cook. He did not. It's for the narrative. It's for the sign. It's for the sign. We did it for the sign. It's not quite the vine, but it's the sign. Fine, we can take him. And we got a healing room next, so it's fine. Everything's okay.
도통 알아들을 수 없는 나의 흥을 그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하시어 오는 맛이나 쏟아
힘들군.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 불길속으로
See, easy. GG, easy. For now. For now, I will enjoy the easy while it lasts. Got it. We can heal now. Into the chapel. I don't need to edit team. My team is perfect as they are. We love them. Continue. Blockade zone. Enter. With the same team.
어머, 부탁드려요.
Oh, it's not a healy room, it's a safe room. So I can change things around. Oh, hey!
짐승이 기어다니는 소리
Yeah, beast crawling around somewhere. Sorry, I'm just taking this in. I can't tell what's N-Corp and what's Abno. There certainly is the sound of something moving along the floor. Are those abnormalities? Don't tell me where the sign is. If I miss it, then that's my own issue. That's my own problems.
자세히 봐요.
Take a closer
환상체가
look.
아니에요.
They
인장이
aren't
박혀 있어요.
abnormalities. See that emblem? Ishmael whispered softly to us. Upon closer inspection, I could spot the emblems she mentioned. They were the ones worn by the
에고
Inquisitors.
침식 현상이군요.
Ego corrosion has rested them.
기분
You
나쁜
mean
상태를
that
말하는 건가?
nauseating stain?
전투 중에 멘탈이 흔들릴 때
I think
그랬던
it
것
happened to
같은데
me in battle once, when I was
마치
on the verge of a breakdown.
뭔가에 잡아먹히는 것
It
같다고
was like I
할까요?
was being devoured.
우자구적 씹혀먹히는 것과는
Although
괴가
it's
다르지만
not
본질을
quite
좀 보고
like
들어간다는 것을 생각하면
consumption in the
괜찮은 표현이네요.
conventional sense. I do suppose that it is a serviceable analogy, seeing as it eats away at your essence.
그리고 이 장소는 아까 층과는 다르게
And in
의체들을
observation,
고문하는
unlike the
장소가 아닌
last
것
floor,
같아요.
this place does not seem to be exclusively for torturing prosthetic users.
스스로 침식을 강행시키는 장소라는 말이
It would be fair to say that its
타당하겠군요.
purpose is to induce corrosion unto oneself. I don't like this. This is bad. Wait, so that can happen to my Sinclair? I haven't seen that happen, no. Staring at those beings stumbling around, it invoked complex feelings that made me sigh. Is my artificial head really worth raging over, so much so that they would transform themselves into something far more hideous than having a clock for a head? All sinners if they go to -45. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it. For N-Corp, this is clearly more human than prosthetics. I mean, at least it's fleshy. We'll give them that. Whether it's a good thing is another question, but it's definitely fleshy. Choosing to lose themselves, being possessed. Limbus Company. Hello, Pie. Welcome. What about when they claim the Golden Borough after going to these lengths? He has a lot of sketty on his back. I don't know why he dropped it on his back. Will it even be used for their benefit? And then it occurred to me. Am I really so different from these unsightly zealots? When I'm searching for the golden boroughs without even knowing what they'll be used for? Corrosion is like distortion, but instead of being corroded by your own ego, it's another ego that get you, in this case, an Avnos. So this would be like what would happen to Geberiberiberiberu if she let her sword corrupt her. Because it's... The sword isn't her ego, technically, is it? Because it got given to her, question mark? Her ego is like the armor and stuff, I imagine. But like the sword isn't hers. Win rate, go! Yeah, I smart. I put some stuff together. So our sinners like borrow other egos. Yeah, gets ego down. She's a Power Ranger. That's her ego. She gets cool Sentai armor. And now if she gets Sentai armor, she gets a cool like bit of music that plays when she transforms. All she needs is an explosion in the background, and she's there. She can have a whole Sentai transformation. Great. And she would corrode if let the sword take up. Yeah. Their focus isn't on the human form, more the human experience, which mechanical parts lose. Ah, that makes sense. There's even sprites for the ego while they are corroding that I really want them to make synchro or something like that to make them look like that for a few turns. Oh, that would be cool. There are cases of Avno gears becoming yours, but I don't think that's canon anymore. Oh, that's sad. And that's also why Sinner's ego can't corrode like ego from the gatcha. Ah. I got an ego gift. Thank you. Okay, so where are we? I mean, I guess I have to enter here, don't I? I'm fine. I don't need to do anything. My team's already perfect. Ooh, lordy. Judging block. Path to hallowed ground. Altar of tears. Oh, good lord. This is a rather large map. Oh. I made something shrink that I didn't want to shrink while I was clicking around. There we go. Perfection. Perfection. If Sinner's base ego corrodes, they just distort. That makes sense. Because it's their own ego, therefore it is not... I want to go this way because I want to go to that. Bryony, what do you mean? Gebs already has her theme song transformation and explosions just... That's true! Her explosions are the red mist. That's a good point, Clinton. Room full of screaming echoes. Sounds like a pleasant experience. Yeah. My theory is that Alf ego or Sinner's personal ego will have some. That might be fun. What? Watch my nuggies, y'all. I know they're not nuggies, but they're still cute chibi forms. They're just only slightly less nuggies. And then Ruin and Nuggies are slightly less nuggy than Limbus Nuggies. The evolution of the Project Moon Nuggy. I would like to go here into the closed prayer room. What's that odor? The sinners frown at the olfactory assault. Following their eyes, you find an Inquisitor collapsed on the floor. Definitely dead. The smell must have been coming from the rotting corpse. While everyone was hesitant to approach, you see something sparkle. There seems to be something amidst the writhing manes. What will you do? Gluttony check. Gluttony check. Gluttony check. Gluttony check. Gluttony check. Proceed. On the other hand, someone uninterested in Sinner will be easily enticed by trinkets and baubles, would probably be willing to dig through the morbid mess to take the item. On the other hand, someone uninterested in such things will not be happy to do this order. Who should go retrieve the item? Ryoshu! She's got 2 rolls. For every game iteration, Nuggy spreads get taller. They do. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ryoshu. Ryoshu! Ah! I have not passed a single one of these yet! Yet. The more the corpse was ransacked, the more Ryoshu retched. This won't be worth pursuing further. Every single one of my checks today, bro. I've had a bad day with luck. And it's just continuing! We're definitely not rolling the gacha today. Definitely not. That's a waste. Telling Ryoshu that they did their best, we left the room. We lost something and gained nothing. Yay! Lost 10 SP and took 5 damage. Owie! Bro. You just missed 2 times 70%, and another time you missed 40% 3 times. Super, I'm just that skilled. I'm just that skilled in not being skilled. Yeah, okay, continue. Sanity is an illusion. Make to gets your hopes up. Look at rules and tails and rips space and 45 SP. Yeah. Yeah, luck is a skill-based thing. But I'm not skilled in. Let's do another one. Oh heck yeah. I mean I've got to win at some point, right? There's a pity for these things, right? Oh, she's lost every single one of these dungeons. She's got to win this one, right? Gambling all the way. Check every room. Maybe RNG dice gods will pity you. If I jingle some real life dice while we do it next time, do you think that'll help? We have to go through this one. We'll do some ASMR dice noises during this one, and maybe that'll help. It's gambler mentality. Let's go. Have to win at some point. That's his Roden Roger. Well, that's what she said, didn't it? She just said, like, that was her life advice. Just go for it. The passage was red hot. Yeesh, that about my shoes. The sinners carefully approached the road, only to retreat from the overwhelming heat. Something was written on the sign in front of the passage. Prove your humanity, and through weakness and separation, sear a path with mobilization. It took no time at all to figure out what it meant. What will you do? Present an NCOP seal only if the ego gift NCOP seal is in possession. Ah ha ha ha, yeah, I can do that. Wait, no. Why can't I click this? No! Look for another 50% chance, 3-way combat. Run a wraith check. Gain, ego gift. Failing 3-way combat. But yeah, I did. I did have one sign, did I not? I already had one sign. Should we try again? Should we roll again? Let's just take the 50%, bro. I'm taking the 50%. It seems too dangerous to make any sin across the Searing Passage. Not to mention that you don't know if there's anything to make the trip easier for the rest, even if someone managed to cross it. You figure you might be able to take another route, as long as you're careful not to get spotted. Unfortunately, a group of patrolling Quisters noticed you. Yay! Coward. Yes, I am. I still lost! It was a 50-50 gamble and I still bloody lost! Yeah. Game hates me. I was like, oh hey you. I heard. Yeah, I've lost everything.
한바탕 해볼까?
As a 1% gambler, I support you. I should be used to this failure. I did play Fate Grand Order. I'm also currently playing the Madoka, the new Madoka gacha at the moment, and that's being horrifically mean to me as well. I only have 3 5-stars from the gacha in that game. However, I have rolled 5, and all 3 of them have been, Madoka. So I don't have a good units because it's mean to me. This is what I mean when I say at the start when I got these 2 like full stop units. That was all my luck. We used all of my luck that day, and I got nothing left. Nothing left. It's just me, myself, and a win rate. Need more gambling. Save my addiction, streamer, for I am too broke. No! I am saving my money. It's literally like the update tomorrow. I am not using any. Are you Homer by any chance? I think she thinks I was. Because I got her. And then I got Iroha, which is the app version Madoka, basically. And then the only other one I was happy to get was my baby girl, Sana. Ah, she's so cute. She's got a little door shield. She has like this really comfy looking jumper under like little bits of armor. It's so cute. I love her so much. She's just so cute. I love her. And she's very green. We like green. We get Duck Judge Roger that burns people. Yes! I watched the video you guys point for the next update. Yeah. I don't think I have a really good Roger, so we got all the way down there to the altar. Ooh, what's that one? Oh, we could go that way. I want to see what's up here. Will it be wise to do so? Maybe. Maybe not. We do it anyway. She weighs the same as a duck.
한바탕 해볼까?
한 점만 노린다. 그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 괜한 맛이야. 일 처리지 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답하다. 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다.
These 2 were from a ticket thing. Ryoshu's a support. Oh, I just got really lucky with the full stop banners.
아직 죽지 마. 힘들고.
그간의 전투 경험이
그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
않군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
You must go for a little bit. Okie dokie, howdy. Have a good day. As a burn believer, I'm glad to finally have a burn healing ego. And lifetimes do don't count on you. I want to see what's in here. Yeah, let's go.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
Yeah, that's true. The only person I have that has a gatcha ego is Ryoshu. And I'm not using my Ryoshu right now, so
뒷박질 중.
I could do with kind of aiming for people's egos more than anything, I think. I have some good units. I need a bit of cohesion in my group as well. It's a boss. I can win right a boss, right? I just realized what these fleshy parts kind of look like. They're very mimicry, aren't they?
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다.
Is that the Abno that's in here? I really hope not. Hello? Goodbye.
숨통 끊기.
Your support unit has lots of items.
전투 감각 하나만큼은 수감자가 훌륭하군. 이제
Yeah, random stuff go. I mean, I don't really have enough IDs to have any kind of team cohesion right now. Hello?
밖에서 막고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지
한바탕 해볼까?
They do look like that, don't they?
아직 죽지 마라.
I didn't quite see it in the spaghetti on the floor. But these guys, that's mimicry. That's definitely mimicry. You may not have many IDs, but the ones you got are extremely good. Heck yeah! Yeah, I was very glad that it gave me the 2 tickets at the start. That's very kind of it. And that I had you guys to sort of help me pick out who's the best one out of those lot. I'm very glad we got this thing. I loved that ID story. I love little edgy stories like that where a character kind of like gets adopted by the bad side. We love that. They're some of my favorite fanfics. Win rate, win rate, win rate, win rate.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 적절났다고.
Nearly there. Heathcliff still has bullets! It's a miracle!
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지.
Kick his butt, Super!
귀찮은 보이가 번질러진 모양이죠, 관리자. 우선순위를 잘 분별해서.
So I believe they're using the ego, everything there, nothing there. For a while people thought that we would get a nerfed version of Nothing There because of these guys, but we all kind of agree that if anyone gets Nothing There ego, it would be Boyle Fail correct. Yeah, that would make sense. I did the boss and I'm happy with it. But I didn't realize we could go like all the way up here. But that's a gatcha thing. And we know how good I've been doing at these. The inscription above the closed gate reads, "Prove your terror and fears. Fill this vessel with tears." Looking around, you find the supposed vessel next to an unpleasant-looking chair. What will you do? Perform the rite. Run a gloom check. Selected identity loses P. Pass to gain an ego gift. Gamba, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Gamba, 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 gamba. So you need to get OP fluid sac files ego, I see. Do it! Do it! It appears that sitting on the chair is now how you begin the rite. What kind of rite it may be is unclear, but it's the only way to open the gate. Who wants to be sad today? So we've got 2 chances of being pretty sad. 3 chances of being pretty sad. It looks like Hong Lu will be the best for this. Ooh, is that 3 chances? Because last time I used it was only 1 that didn't do it. I'll try that. Sinclair is a sad boy. Yay! We did it! Sad boy Sinclair, sad boy Sinclair, sad boy Sinclair. Sinclair sat on the chair. Dreadful screams filled the room. A constant stream of tears ran down Sinclair's face. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Normal size Phantom, I hope I don't make you sad. If you're sad, know that Sinclair is also sad. Sinclair's an expert in crying. Exactly. Soon enough, the bowl was full of tears. When it was placed on the altar, the altar slid open. Slid down, opening things up. Sinclair's eyes were shaking. It's probably best not to ask what they saw. Here you go, Sinclair. Have a little bit more trauma. There's a sigil beyond the door. Taking the blue sigil, we left the room. It's like I did last time. SP. Token of tears. The identity that for those that undertook the rite boosts the power of gloom skills. If you notice, some abnos are quite similar to other abnos seen before in the library. Examples: pink shoes from Canto and red shoes from the library. Yeah, I did notice that. Because I assume we're not going to see any library abnos. If we go down here, we probably have like another rite to do. Are those going to help me? I probably have to go to the judging block, don't I? But what if? What if I went down here and did some things there? All it took was torturing Sinclair. Hello, Atomic Bear. I'm sorry, Sinclair. Into the infinite torture nexus you go. I do feel bad. But then my team's pretty beat up, so maybe it's not best I do that. It's not worth it. You don't need to explore. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let's go back up here then and go over here. Boss is at the left of the map. Okie dokie.
총은 수지 타선에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
Definitely finishing the Canto today then. Although I don't feel that that is truly the end of the map, because I don't feel like this has got fuckery enough for it to truly be the end. Honglu, so cool. Matrix Honglu. Whole self-office is just Matrix. Honglu and Heathcliff from the Matrix.
한 점만 노린다.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 한심하다. 이런 무슨 전투 감각 하나만큼은 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군.
To quote Mrs. Blue by extension, the god is
도통
eternity in there. Boop. Proceed. Oh look, another thing. Hideously transformed N-Corp Inquisitors stood guard at the gate. You move to attack, but they don't appear to be hostile in any capacity. Only exceptional ones are allowed in this place. You pass, you will prove yourself worthy. You aren't exactly what they mean by... You aren't exactly sure what they mean by proving yourself. What should we do? Ah, so I could have gone to get the seals if I wanted to. Run a lust check. Use words or use violence? Do I still need signs? And it says it'll be difficult combat. Abnos have weaker off-brand versions of themselves called aberrations, but we don't know if that concept is still kept. Boo. I don't know. How do I check how many signs I have? I still need signs? I'll go with getting a sign then. Use violence! It seems violence will be our most straightforward solution. I think I have one, at least. The voice spilling out of that shaking jaw makes me want pure hostility. Allow me to help, manager. Sinclair tightened the grip on his weapon, determination burning quietly in his eyes. Yay! Sinclair healed a little! He needs it. And we got the thing. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Chroma after 3 strokes have been drawn. Comments. It'll be fine. I know that the skills are way better now. Anytime Boatwork Altis uses her S3, it sounds so satisfying. I want Nightmail. I think Nightmail looks really cool. I love a lady in some armor. She looks so cool. Sinclair grips harder. He shall grip. The way I understand it, aberrations are the same concept, but viewed from another angle. That's interesting. I don't have level 50 IDs. I have 1 level 50 ID. All the others are level 30. But it should be fine. She A-okay. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at those health bars. They took a hit. They can't even get level 50 at this point. That's true. Culture, I am. We like women who look like they could beat us up. Or princess carrier. I would like to be princess carrier. By man or woman. Put them in some knightly armor. Princess me away. Still got 7 bullets. He's doing well. I guess did he get more bullets as I threaded them, maybe? Nightmail, if used correctly, is unkillable. That's fun. I'm guessing it's a very specific thing we have to do. Sinclair's determination to stand up Chroma after 3 strokes have been drawn. So, can I... So I've got 2. I need 1 more. Should I go back and try find another one? To the right, left. So this one. Let's give it a go. You find a row of glass containers in the corner of the main area. Inside them are dried organs and pieces of life showing active movement. A tragic display. The containers can be opened easily. You could take one of the pieces if you want to. What will you do? I need a sign, please. Take the glowing skull. Gain an ego gift that provides healing at low health. Don't tell me where it is. Tell me if I need to go somewhere. Tell me if it's best to explore here or to keep going. Gain an ego gift that provides power-ups at low health. Gain an ego gift that provides benefits after winning a clash. Yeah, win a clash sounds better. slithering tongue attracts your eyes. When you open the container and grab it, it flaps in your palm. You feel as though the tongue is mocking you, so you try to pick up another one, but the other containers won't open. It seems you can only take one. You have to take your leave with the item you chose. Yeah. It's best to explore this area from the side. Okay, let's go explore then. So I got one in there. They seem to come from the question mark areas a lot, so I guess I'll head down. Head here? But I feel like that's going to be another tiers one. I feel like I've done that. Well, let's continue a little bit, see what happens.
부탁드려요.
Did I not already mess it up? Is it possible to get through when I've already messed one up? Or is it just possible to get more than 3 and I need at least 3?
힘들군. 그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
그렇게 시원하게 처리해. 보는 맛이 나는.
There are 4 chances to collect 3. Okay, so I need to find that 4th chance.
이제 그 도통을 알아볼 수 없는 말투만 잊지 못했어. 4번 그간의 전투 경험이 궁금한 목표였군요. 좀 급한 조치였습니다.
Oh, I missed a thingy before the first green checkpoint explore. Okay,
한
okay.
점만 노린다.
I will go back for that.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에
Thank you for
적절났다.
letting me know. Thank you for help.
그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
제가 괜히 먹을
Please
것들을
die
쓰는
quickly.
건
I got some shit to do. I gotta up in class.
이런 부수적인 효과를
Determination. Or he'll turn evil. And then the fanfic will be real. Even without false Chroma's help, it'll be actual Chroma that succeeds. And we can't be doing that.
의심 암귀 불안과
흑승무,
그런
뒷박질
것들이
중,
들끓을 때가 가장
숨통
취약하죠.
끊기.
I do love that we get the...
적기라는
We're not quite red mist. We get red
골치 아픈 것들이
한바탕 해볼까?
걱정이 되었군요. 단테.
red meatballs. Reduce people to red meatballs.
숨통 끊기.
See, now I'm pretty sure the one to the south is probably one of the trials. Red paste. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit too chunky for red paste. I've got to get through one of these before I get there. So there's one there. And one there. So let's check it out. I gotta deal with these whether I like them or
불로
not.
정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Red marinara sauce. Nah, again, that's too
한바탕 해볼까?
smooth. This chunk hair. I could go around Kevlar. That's smart. But here we are once again. We're torn in pieces. Can't deny it. Can't. Wait, karaoke's on Friday. Bunny Shoes are not let's go. Yeah, Bunny Shoes carrying us. Oh yeah, Chroma. I still both surprised and unfazed on how the community latched onto her. I am completely unsurprised. Given how you guys reacted to Pierre, I'm not surprised at how you react to Chroma. It makes sense. They're on the same vibes, just completely different religions, that's all. Murdery wives. Thank you for the follow, Jill Garden. Appreciate it.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에
He's
적절났다.
so wife material.
서리태세.
I'm not sure I agree with that one. I like a lady in some armor. I like a lady who can beat me up, but a lady...
죽지
I'm
마.
not a fan of the crazy. I won't lie. I like a shred of sanity. Neither unstable women. She's a female sadistic woman that loves one of the sitters. People are gonna latch onto her. Yeah.
한바탕 해볼까?
Yeah. Unsurprising.
좋아. 탄하구만.
Die, mofo, die.
힘 조절이
그 운을 가져가라. 나라도
You know what? You can have it. I'll keep Gabs and Ishmael body pills.
한바탕 해볼까?
Yeah, definitely. I would like Roger, please. I like Wynaunt. I think she's very pretty and she's very fun and we'll have a good time. Okay, so let's go down to this one. I have a feeling this is a trial. You see a pedestal adorned with the engraving of a nail and hammer. You must have something to do with Encore. A sinner mutters, and you agree. Should you try to get some info on Encore, or... So it doesn't say I get a sign. I can fix Mario shoe for me. We all have our tastes. I get a book. Ego gift is ego gift. You make a good point. Ego gift is ego gift. Upon the pedestal was a tome of Encore. Inquisitors were often seen carrying. You take this chance to peek at a few pages of it. Ugh. The indecipherable content only gave you a headache. You decide to hold on for it to now and read it later. Cool! When using a pride skill, lose 5 SP but boost the damage by 5%. Nice. Continue. Okay, so it's not that one. Let's go there, let's go there, let's go there, let's go here. Room of Echoing Screams. Oh lordy. Book lady, find book, wow. Yeah! I love my traumatized compulsive OCD ridden Sailor Woman. You hear snappy mechanical noises through the closed door. Sounds like a cry for help. As you focus your attention, you begin to hear footsteps. Steel. Those are clangs of steel. Sinclair froze. It looks like an Inquisitor is coming for them. What will you do? Free the prosthetic. Neither of these say gain a sign. Well, we know, like, helping Sinclair is kind of the way to go here, so... Free the prosthetic. I knew I could count on you. Sinclair jumped in as soon as you told him what to do. As you expected, a number of prosthetic people were being bound by ropes. Get out of here quickly! As soon as he untied them, they hurriedly ran out of the room. Bastards, not even a simple thank you. Some of the sinners complained, but Sinclair looked satisfied with the deed. Calming them down, we left the room. Sinclair hit. Yay! There it is. There we go. We have 3 now. We can leave. All of them. Okay, right. Let's go. But before we continue, before we go down to the next level, I need to go on a very quick BRB. so glad the cats keep you company. I'm back! And we're ready to continue. Let's go. Continue the trauma! Path to hallowed ground. Let's go to battle!
잠깐만, 천천히.
Oh, hello. Slithering Inquisitor. The snakes is interesting. Because obviously Inquisitors and all that, we're talking like Christianity sort of imagery with these guys, obviously. Nail and hammer, nailing to the cross, all that good stuff. So snakes coming out of them is very interesting. Some very interesting imagery going on with that. Have you heard the I'm dropping this game rant? No, I haven't. It's like they've been corrupted by the devil at this point, because obviously the devil supposedly was a snake in the... Well, it was never said if the snake was the devil in the Garden of Eden or not. I believe there is some debate. But I think it's very interesting to decide to give them snake arms at this point. I got reminded of that one ADSF bit. I'm not like other girls, I got snake arms! Yes! ADSF is wonderful. I feel like little things like that are making a little comeback on TikTok now. It's great. Some of the older animators of that kind of stuff are doing bits and bobs on TikTok and short form stuff. It's really, really fit with their whole thingamajigamajigamajig. Did we cut off one of his snake arms?
힘 조절이.
I think we did. He's only got one snake arm now.
탄하구만.
Now he has no snake arms, but there's a big poison gas. Oh no. That could be bad. That's okay though. We have win rate. How could we lose with win rate? And a level 50 ego. Absolutely carrying us. And these two getting like stupid toys, so they do lots and lots of crit damage. There are passages in the Bible that refers to the serpent as the devil, but some earlier sources can be contradicting. But there are etc. etc. Yes, it's a big theological debate, and obviously, like the thing with the Bible is it's been translated about 1,000 times, so you never know what to take as like seriously. So it's all very fascinating. I'm not religious, but I love mythologies. Green skin. If an ally takes lethal attack, heal 50%. Oh yes, wonderful. Okay, let's enter the ritual square. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Oh no. The Hill of Corpses? Oh my god. Oh no. I wanna... Can I get closer? Hey, I assume that's Chroma. Hail the Golden Borough! No, 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 no. Let's go. Is this where it's gonna get trippy now?
세계를 세우라.
Trippy time. Good Lord. I'd love to be one of the corpses on the hill of immense secret. So, tag yourselves. Where are you in here? Oh my god. Endless mounds of dead bodies. One thing about the Bible is that the translation has made them sound a lot more sophisticated when some of the original Hebrew in the Old Testament is simple. Interesting. Technically, Chroma would be stepping on you. Technically. Meatball Mountain. The Inquisitors were raising their arms in unison, as if to worship something. And there Chroma stood at the highest peak. She held out her hands in prayer-like gesture towards the golden borough atop the altar.
이미 자아신도가 열렸어요.
The fathoms of the
우리보다
ego
먼저
are already
황금가지와
open.
공명했군요.
I see someone has resonated with the burrow before
대체
us.
뭘 하고 있는
The-
거야? 뭘 향해서 손을 뻗고
The
있는
hell are
건데?
they up to? What are they raising their hands for? Prayer.
기도.
이건
What is...
무슨 소리죠?
Welcome to Dead Body Street. Please mind your step as you go around. What's this sound?
어디서 많이 들어본 소리인데.
This feels awfully familiar.
왠지 머리가 간지럽고
Somehow annoyingly tingly
기분
and
나쁜.
unpleasant. Imagine the smell. I've dealt with dead animals. I can almost... Ugh. I'm very glad I don't know what that smells like.
학교 종 소리잖아.
It's like a
어지간히
school
학교가
bell.
싫었나 보군.
A boy hated school that much, eh? The playful conversation seemed to lighten the mood of the sinners, save for one. The one who should have been the owner of the fathoms still showed unease.
아니야. 보여주고 싶지 않아요.
No, I don't want to show my memories. They. Unfortunately, his plea held no power over the
자,
realm.
모두 잘 들어.
Alright, everyone, listen up.
진행자께서
The one who grips so declares.
진행자께서
The one who grips so declares.
이단들이 우리의 신성한 의식을
Not only are these heretics disturbing our sacred right, they are now after the offering that is rightfully ours to consecrate.
불쾌하고도
Disgraceful and defiled they are.
불쾌하고
Disgraceful and defiled they are for the greater good. The greater good.
가서 죽어라.
Go forth and die. Do not fear your end.
황금의 재물만
As long as the offering of gold is with us, you shall be brought back to life again and again.
진행자께서 함께하시니 두려움
We shall fear
없도다.
not, for the one who grips is with us.
진행자께서
We shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us.
그리고
And Sinclair,
싱클레어, 이리 와.
hurry over.
어서 내 손에
You belong
쥐어야지.
in my hands.
진행자께 부려지는 것은
No greater joy
신의
exists
애쓰는
than to be
기쁨이지.
wielded by the one who grips.
진행자께
No
부려지는
greater
것은
joy exists than to be wielded by the one who grips. It's you guys. One of you is that's the left Slayer Copium, the right Pie. Chroma and F5 tier subs. Subs indeed.
싱클레어,
Sinclair,
저는 가져왔지.
did you bring the coin?
또래들이 모여 있는 쉬는 시간은
The breaks between classes are always lively since everyone gathers around to talk. They want to be gripped by Chroma, if you know what I mean. Ew, my. Ew, my.
어른들은 때때로
The
그런
adults
우리를
would often watch us from
멀찍이서
afar
바라보며
and take
흐뭇해하고는 했다.
this as a heartwarming sight.
하지만
But there's something
어른들은
they don't
모를 것이다.
realize.
조금만 가까이서 보면
When you take a closer look,
떠들썩한
these
시간이
merry interactions are brimming with
시샘과 과시,
envy,
우월감과
vain
간교등으로
glory, pride, and
뒤섞일
guile.
그만큼
Children are crafty
아이들은
creatures. They are
중요하다는
cruel
걸.
normally.
옆반의 라훌은
I heard
아버지가
Rahul
직접
from the
양팔
next class
시술을
over is
해주신대.
getting surgery on
심지어
both
아직
arms by
제대로
his
공개한
father.
적도 없는
Gonna be with
최신
some new
기술이래지.
tech that's never been shown before. How cool is that?
잡지에 나온 이 배우 알지?
You know this
우리
actor on the
어머니한테
magazine
안구 시술
covers?
받기로 했다는 거
Did he-
내가 말했나?
Did I ever mention
대기자가
they're getting an
너무
eye
많아서
transplant at my
렌즈로
mum's
직접
clinic?
와서
The waitlist is so long. They personally begged me to move it up.
한두 마디씩 던지는 친구들의 말에
I grow more anxious with
초조해진다.
each boastful story by my classmates
너는
that
뭐
my
없어?
classmates tell.
라면서 쳐다보는
What can I
눈동자들은
share? Their
금방이라도
expecting eyes
비웃음과
pointed at
멸시로
me
바뀔 것
felt
같았다.
like they could turn into scoffing leers at any moment.
이건
The-
비밀인데
This is a secret, but small amount of positive affirmation would require it would require for me to be on board with what Grams is concerning. Oh, Slayer. Slayer. Sweet summer child Slayer.
침이 꼴딱 넘어간다.
I swallowed nervously.
어쩌면 뭐 없냐는
Maybe
말은
they weren't
나를
asking me
향한
for a
것이
story
아닐지도
after all.
몰라. 하지만 나는
But I had to keep their
그들의
curious
야릇한
eyes on me.
시선에서 그 순간 내팽개쳐질
I knew for
것을.
sure that I'd become an
뻔하게 알고
outcast the
있었으니까.
moment they looked away.
우리 아빠는
My dad
피사와
signed
협약을
a contract
맺었어.
with Peacock.
지금
They saw the
개발 중인
technology
기술들을
he was
보더니
working on and agreed to give their full
전폭적으로
support.
지원해주기로 했대. 맙소사.
My goodness, just
나는
what
대체
was I
무슨
thinking
생각으로
when I
그
spilled
사실을
that?
털어놓았을까? 그들의 눈밖에 나지 않으려던 공포에
Out of fear
섣불리
that I'd be
튀어나온 말이
isolated from my peers, I
화를 자초했다.
carelessly spelled my own ruin.
혹은
Maybe
순간의
I
치기 어린
was
허세,
compelled by
또래들
some
사이에서
childish
잘 보이고
urge
싶은 저열함이
or
뒤섞여
inherent desire to be recognized by the other
충동했을지도.
students.
기업 간의 비밀 협약이니
Now,
다른
Emil,
사람들에게는 절대
this is a
말해서는 안
confidential
된다고
agreement for
신신당부했다.
our business. You mustn't
아버지의
tell
얼굴이
another
떠올랐다.
soul. His insistent reminder echoed in my head. I could see his face.
그게 진짜냐,
Wow, is that for real, Sinclair?
사면 그
피커?
날개라는 거야?
Like, that wing?
완전 부럽다.
Wow, I'm jealous.
대화의 중심은
I
순식간에
became
나로
the center
바뀌었다.
of conversation in a split
주위에서
second.
흥미롭게 쳐다보는
I can
아이들의
feel
시선도
the
느껴진다.
stimulated eyes of the other kids in class drawn to
어쩌라.
me.
그건 꽤
Superiority was
달콤한
pretty
맛이었다.
damn sweet.
아마도 나는
I guess I was
저열한
driven
허세에
by
휩싸였어.
a depraved
행동했던 것
craving for attention. No, you were just being a child, Sinclair. You were just being a teenager. That's how it be. Me when I break NDA and release trade secrets in a classroom full of gossiping children. I know, but he's just a kid. He didn't. He's just a kid. Kids are bad at keeping secrets. You don't casually spill business secrets.
그러고 보니 싱클레어.
Oh right,
너도 곧
Sinclair.
받겠네.
Your
일체
procedure's
시술?
soon, isn't it? You know, the prosthetics.
당연하지.
Yeah, of course.
제일
They
최신형으로
told me I'll get
해주신다고.
the newest model.
저들이 만약
If
조금이라도
they
내
paid just a
표정을 유심히
bit attention
보았다면
to my face,
맞득잖아하는 내
they'd have
얼굴을
noticed the reluctance in my
눈치챘을 것이다.
expression.
하지만 다행히도
Fortunately, no one ever
그런 것
pointed
따위
it out.
알아채는 이들은 없었다.
Yeah, exactly. If he didn't want secrets spilled, you don't really tell your teenage kids who are probably gonna gossip. It's on the dad here. You could just say, we got a lucrative contract, Emil, and Sinclair would be like, yeah, sure. Massive wave of guilt eventually washed over me after our break was over, and I finally
자책감이
was finally left alone.
비밀을 지키라고 했는데
I was supposed to keep that a secret.
아버지가 아시면
What if father
어떡하지?
finds out? Ah,
손톱에서는
blood was
어느새
leaking from
피가
my
새어나오고
fingertips.
있었다. 불안할 때마다 손톱을 뜯던
The
버릇이
bad habit of biting my nails
기어이
whenever I
화를
felt
불러일으켰던
anxious ended
것이다.
up hurting me.
나는 그 버릇을 고치기
I
위해
tried clipping them
손톱도
short as I
최대한
could
짧게
to work on breaking
대신에
it. But I never
살점을
considered that I
물어뜯게 될
might
줄은
bite into my skin
모르고 있었던 것
instead.
같다. 책상에 떨어지는 핏방울을 보면서
Watching blood droplets
그런 생각이
fall on the
들었다.
desk, I thought of
졸업을
something.
하면
Once I graduate, I'll
의치
get a
시술을
prosthetic replacement.
그러면
And
영영
then I'll
상처를
never
내도
get hurt or
피를
see
보게
my
되는
blood
일도
ever again.
없다. 하지만
But
그게
is that
정말
really?
너 피가 나네?
You're bleeding?
경쾌한 휘파람 소리와 함께
Someone cast a
책상
shadow
위로
over my desk with a
조그만
whimsical
그늘이
whistle.
진다. 말을 거니는 이름 정도는
There she
기억할
is!
정도로
Hi!
교류가 없던 동급생.
She was a classmate I really rarely talked to, so I could barely remember her name.
나는 당황스러움에
Flustered, I stuttered out a
우스꽝스러운
response
말투로
awkwardly.
더듬으며 대답했다. 뭐라고?
What was that?
있잖아.
Listen,
네가 아까 한 말.
what you said
진짜야?
earlier. Is it legit?
어, 진짜.
Yeah, it's legit. I
그렇구나.
see.
니네 아버지.
Your father must be
진짜로
a real
대단하신가 보다.
big deal, isn't he?
뭐 그렇지.
Yeah, I guess. Glad you're having a good time, Pi. She's always had the goofy hair drop in the yes. She was born this way. This is completely natural.
예상치 못한 찬사에
Her unexpected flattery has me embarrassed.
아버지의 훌륭함이
As if my father's greatness was
내
somehow my
미덕이라도
own.
된 것처럼.
그런데 넌
So-
왜 그런 표정을 지었어?
Why did you make that face?
뭘?
Huh? She noticed. She noticed! Okay, now do you have any idea how many edits this a later scene got? It's still getting edits and fan arts to this day! That's not too surprising.
너 말이야.
You know,
속으로 그렇게
you were
생각했잖아.
thinking it to yourself.
그러더니 고개를 숙이고서
Then she lowers her head and
내게만
whispers,
들리듯
for only me to hear.
더럽다고.
That's filthy.
눈동자가 커진다.
My eyes widen.
속마음을 들켰다는
Not just
당황스러움도
because I
있었지만
was surprised by how she knew what I was thinking,
애써 숨겼다고 생각한 의중을
but the fact a total
어떻게
stranger
이런
like her had been able to
눈치를
figure
챘는지는
out exactly what I'd been
도통
hiding.
알 길이 없어.
Ha-
어떻게
How did
알았어?
you know?
뻔뻔하게 부정하면 될 일을
I could have
나는
gotten away with it if I
바보같이
just
허를
declined her
찔렸다는 표정으로
accusations, but
되물어왔다.
tactlessly I asked her that with a dumbfounded look on my face, because you're just a sweet boy. The amount of accursed chroma fan arts I've seen scare me. I should hydrate pie, good point.
왜냐하면
Because I
나도
agree
너랑
with you
같은
on that.
생각이거든.
나랑?
You agree?
통하는 사람끼리 많은 게
You can see a
보이는
lot
법이지.
from those who are on the same wavelength as you.
반가워.
Nice to meet
난
you.
크로모야.
I'm Chroma. If you have any sanity left, please don't go in the Theo Odyssey had a purpose. The Odyssey had a purpose. I have heard of this sub and heard of its legends, and I will not go in there.
그 이후로
Ever since then,
나는
Chroma and I
크로마와
became
종종
friends who talk often.
이야기를 나누는 사이가
Oh,
되었다.
more hydration. Okie dokie. Add another hydration. It's full of porn and unhinged rants. Oh! Beads! So many beads! Thank you, Slayer. Thank you for the beads, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Da 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 da! And a hydrate as well!
한 점만 노린다.
She's so hydrated now. I don't know. Oh my god, don't kill me, please.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
One.
머리를 잘랐다고.
그렇게
Ew.
시원하게 처리하니
Oh lord. Oh lord, the hydrate spam is real!
그 하나만큼 수감자가
힘들고
I'm
그러니 알아서
just drank like
살기에.
half my bottle of water. Also, thank you for the follow, super. That's super!
4번 수감자.
Oh lord, that's enough water. One more hydrate. I don't want a posture check. I'm comfy slouched. But I'll do it. Fine! Effort.
불로 정화하고
And a stretch.
깨끗한 세계를 세우라. 우리 가족은 매일
I have a
아침마다
big water bottle. I have
같이
like a
식사를
liter
해야
water
하는
bottle.
규칙이 있었다.
As a household rule, my family used to have breakfast at the same table every morning.
온 가족이 식탁에 둘러앉아
It was
이야기를
a pleasant
공유하고
time when our whole family
격려나
shared
농담이
stories and encouraging
따뜻한
words.
시간.
I thought his family had mostly prosthetics.
나는 그 시간이 좋았다. 그리고 그
I
규칙은
liked those mornings.
내게
That
한없이
rule
부드럽고
was ever so kind and
오하기였다.
gentle to my heart. That is why I wanted to experience the issues before I put a cooldown right now. I wanted to experience the drowning for myself.
내게는 너무 당연한
A natural and
바뀔 리가
unchanging world that belonged
나의
to
세계.
me hydrating. We did it twice. My
그
world.
세계가 슬쩍 위화감을
I've
가지기
just
시작한
done
것.
so much hydrating. That world began to feel alienating one day. Sinclair, your family don't have eyes. They should really get that shit. That's true.
나의 누나까지 의체 시술을
Yeah, there we
받고
go.
식탁에 자리했던
The day when my sister sat at the table
그날부터
after her prosthetic transformation was complete.
아버지의 머리가
My world had begun
양철과
to
각종
change
전선,
when my father's
회로로
head
이루어진
was
낯선
replaced
것으로
with an
바뀌었을
unfamiliar
때부터
contraption of steel circuits and
세계는
wires.
점점 달라지기 시작했다. 가족들 간의 식사는
Our family breakfast no
더
longer
이상
provided
따뜻하고
warmth and connection.
밝은 세계가 아니었다.
It became an occasion of detachment,
그것은
where I
오히려
talked less and
불편하고
less.
말수가 줄어드는
Yeah, I can see why you
불편한
would
경험이
feel
되어
weird
있었다.
about this.
나는 의체로부터
Cone, circle, and cube.
태생적인 불결함을
I started to
느끼기
feel
시작한
an
것이다.
inherent abhorrence for prosthesis.
더러워.
That's filthy.
신체를
My
뼈와
heart
살이
couldn't
아닌
accept
다른
the idea
무언가로
of
대체해야
replacing
한다는
one's
것이
flesh and
도통
bones
마음으로
with something else,
받아들여지지가 않았다.
let alone the need for it.
왜 우리는 의체를 사용하는 걸까?
Why do we use prosthetic bodies?
조심스럽게 이유를 물어보니
I carefully asked for an
돌아오는 대답은
explanation,
간결했다.
and the reply was simple.
인간의 몸은
The human
고리타분하다는
body,
것이었다.
in its unmodified state, is too old-fashioned.
먹지 않으면
It
배고파하고
needs to be
자지 않으면
sustained with
피곤해하고
food,
다치기라도 하면 회복을
revitalized with
기다려야 하고
sleep, lest it should fall from fatigue, and injuries take too long to heal.
이 모든 것들은 한없이
All this makes the
비효율적이다.
human body incredibly inefficient.
그러니 시간이 지날수록
He
의체를 사용하는
concludes that
이들의 비율은 늘어갈
prosthesis will
것이며
grow more commonplace
결과적으로
as time goes on,
의체의
and
일상화는
ultimately will
곧
become a
필연이라고
regular
했다.
part of our daily lives.
나는 속으로
I thought to
그럴
myself,
거라면
why don't I
차라리
just
도태되어 버리는 게
fall
낫지
behind the
않을까?
times then, if that's
라고
what the
생각했다.
mainstream will be? Canto doesn't realize he's internally racist, and that's okay. At least he's not gonna take it out on the people. He's not gonna take it out on his family for it, but he's still. I mean, this is disconcerting.
논리정연하게
Now that wasn't an
그 말에
argument
반박을 할
rooted in
수는
logic.
없었지만.
싱클레어, 의체 시술 받는 거 사실
cute in
마음에
high
안
school.
들지?
Yeah, Sinclair, you don't actually want to take the replacement procedure, do you?
나는
I nodded
조용히
without a word.
끄덕였다.
Why get shapes for limbs when you can get catgirl feature prosthetics? I know, right? At least make it cute. Sinclair. Get a shawarma cooker. We have in my D&D party at the moment. We have a character who's playing a wizard. Well, a necromancer trapped in a hat, and he walks around on a mannequin. But he recently got an upgrade to a warforged body, and he did put an oven in his chest so he could bake cookies whenever necessary, because it's very important that our party has a good supply of cookies due to me playing a pixie with a sugar addiction. Is it kind of synthetics you... Right, don't you think? A necromancer. Life would be way simpler if I could install a coffee machine in my arm or something. That would be nice. I would like to make a tea dispenser, but you don't need to eat, so... I mean, if you get a nice model of body, you might still be able to taste things, but you wouldn't need the coffee if you had the prosthetic body.
하지만 부모님한테
But your
솔직하게
parents sure wouldn't like
말했다간
it if
그들이
you confessed
속상해하실
that.
테고 아무것도 할 수
Isn't
없는
it
게
frustrating that
원망스럽지?
there's nothing you can do about it?
다시 한번
I nod again.
고개를
내가 도와줄까?
What if I helped
그런
you
것
out?
따위 받지 않고
You could live
자유롭게
a free
살아가도록.
life with no worries about any of that junk.
어떻게?
But how?
그건
That
다음에 말해줄게.
you'll find out next time.
그 대신
In exchange,
내가 너의 원망을
in return
해소해주듯이
for helping you with your
너도
problem,
나의 원망을 이뤄줘야 할 거야.
you'll help me deal with a grudge of my own too. Oh, you sim for Chroma, I sim for Russ Desire Schmel. We are in the same condition. Become your boss, trust me, Sinclair.
불길
Oh
속으로
no. Baby boy. So did he help her become the one who gripped? What does it mean to become the... How do you become the one who grips? Was she already the one who grips at this point? Was she already part of NCORP? I don't know.
지원한다.
I wanna know. We probably will know soon. I'd like to know a timeline. However, it is fun to see in this grim, darky little world a nice, a normalist high school. That's kind of fun. Go enter.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Gritmon indeed.
옆반에
One day, a new
데미안이라는
transfer
이름의
student
전학생이
named
왔다.
Demian was placed in the class next to mine.
전학생 주위는
He was surrounded
언제나
by a
사람들로
crowd
둘러싸여
every time I
있었지만
saw him.
사실 그는 그
But I got
누구도
the
좋아하지
sensation
않는
that he
것만
didn't
같다는
feel
생각이
attached to
들었다.
anyone around him.
내 눈에는 데미안이
To me, he seemed
그저
as if he
공기에
were
부유하듯
almost floating in
떠
the
있는 것
air.
같아 보였다.
He was aloof like that.
마찬가지로 그 또한
Likewise,
내게
he
별다른
didn't
관심이
seem
없어
too
보였다.
interested in me either.
처음에는
That's how it was at
그랬다.
first, at
그날은
least.
지루하기 짝이 없는 공학 수업 시간이었다.
It happened during a boring engineering class. Sinclair? Bye! Real adult sim for Honglu. Honglu is a good boy. We love Honglu.
칠판에서 자꾸 시선이 어긋나.
My eyes keep
결국
drifting
나의
away from the
어느새
board,
창문
and
밖을
before I
향하고
knew
있었다.
it, they were looking out the window instead. Sinclair High School visual novel, currently in the Chroma route.
그 창문 너머에는
I would like the
산책을
Demian
즐기고
route as
있는
well, please.
그가 보였다.
Through that window, I saw him taking a
그는
walk.
언제나 그랬던 것처럼
Like usual, he was
친구들에게
surrounded by his
둘러싸이면서
fellow students,
옅은 웃음을
wearing a
짓고
faint
있었는데
smile.
그 웃음마저도
Even his
또래들과는
expression
다른
felt different from the kind
성숙하면서도
someone his
외모가
age should make. That
낯선
smile
웃음.
carried a mature yet solitary aura. Give me the chromatinis.
그러다가 그가
Basking in the
받으며
sunlight, he stroked his
조용히
hair.
머리를 넘겼다. 어?
Huh?
순간 그의 이마에 무언가 신비롭고
He's the one.
붉은
He's
것이 반짝이는 것 같았다.
either the one who grips or the one who shall grip, because that's the same symbol that I think Sinclair has on his nuggie. So I'm guessing that Chroma wants to get rid of him so she can become the one who grips. I thought I saw a glimpse of something some weird red thing on his
잘못
forehead.
보았던 걸까?
Was I mistaken?
순간적으로
Maybe
햇빛이
it was
너무
the
강렬하게
blinding
비쳤던
sunlight
탓인지도
reflecting
몰랐다.
off his skin.
그러다가
And then
그와
I had a
눈이
feeling I
마주친
made
것만
eye
같다는
contact
기분이
with him.
들었다.
I want an edit where he's blushing a little here.
여전히 창밖에서 아이들의
Some
대화 소리가
students were still
들려왔고
chatting outside.
나는 그의 시선을
As soon as I
느끼자마자
felt his
황급히
gaze, I quickly
책상 아래로 눈을
averted.
내리깔았다.
Yeah, there's a little blush. There it is. I quickly averted my eyes and looked down at my
그
desk.
기묘한 사건 이후로
Ever since that strange
데미안은
incident,
곧장 친근하게
Demian started to talk to me
내게
in a
말을
friendly
걸어오기
manner.
신기하게도 데미안이
Oddly
내게 오는
enough, on the
날이면
days when Demian
크로머는
approached me,
아는 척을
Chroma
해오지
didn't
않았다.
come to greet me.
다만
Nevertheless,
있을 때마다
whenever
내게
she had a
다가와서
chance to, she'd
약속에
come and
대해
make sure
잊지
I
않았는지
remembered our promise.
재차 확인을 하곤 했다.
난 종종 꿈을 꿔, 싱클레어.
I often have this dream, Sinclair.
그 꿈
In
속에서
it, I
나는
climb
아주
an
기다란
endlessly long
사다리를 타고
ladder.
올라가지.
Then everything down
그러면
below
땅
comes into
전체가
view.
한눈에 들어와.
The nest, the
둥지와
back
뒷골목,
streets, the outskirts, all
외곽까지
of
전부
it.
다.
Sinclair just radiates bisexual disaster energy. He does! In the book, Sinclair drew his ideal woman. It was Demian as a girl. I think of that as you will. Oh, yes, we love a little bit of gay. We love a little bit of gay. A sprinkle of gay. Meanwhile, you're playing Mirror Dungeon with Bird Team. Good.
그런 다음에 내려다보면
And when I look
이번엔
beneath
온 도시에
my
불이 꺼져
feet,
있어.
all the lights in the city,
모든 것의
all the
종말이
lights are out in
다가온
the
듯
city,
말이야.
as if all things had come,
어떤 움직임도
fallen
보이지
into
않는
silent death,
고요한 죽음.
empty of any motion.
맞아.
Indeed,
그건
it's the
죽음
state of
그
death
자체인
itself.
거야.
데미안, 넌
Demian,
외곽에
have you
가본 적이
been
있는
to the
거야?
outskirts?
나는 두려움해.
I whispered to
속삭여
him,
물었다.
frightened.
외곽은 누구도
He
가서
was
안 되는
talking
곳이고
about a forbidden
갈 수도
place
없는
where no
장소였으니까.
one could or should go.
싱클레어.
Sinclair,
세상은
the
사람들이 정한
world,
것처럼
as people
가야
want
할
to
곳과
define it,
가지 말아야 할
can't be
곳으로
divided
나눠지는
into
것이라면
places where you should and shouldn't go.
너는 이 둥지에 자유와 사랑이 존재한다고
Brady,
생각하니?
this isn't just a sprinkle. My
외곽은
guy
오히려
was
이것보다 풍요로워.
was almost fantasizing about dude. That's true. Do you think love and freedom can be found within the confines of this nest? Compared to here, life is much richer in the outskirts.
나는 오래전부터
There's
생각해오던
something
것이
I've been
있었고
pondering for a long
어쩌면
time,
외곽에서
and I thought that
그
maybe
답을 찾을
that's
수
where I
있을지
could
모른다고
find the answer.
생각했거든.
데미안과 이야기할 때면
Whenever I spoke with
나는 내
Demian, I could
영혼이
feel my soul
조금 더
mature a
성숙해지는
little.
것이 느껴졌다. 하지만
But I never
의치
mentioned my
시술에 대한
fears
나의
about the
두려움이라던가
upcoming prosthetic procedure
크로모와의 기묘한
or my
관계라던가 하는
peculiar
건
relationship with
대화의
Chroma.
소재로 삼지 않았다. 그는 나에게
Even though he wanted
이것저것을
to know more about
궁금해하긴
me,
했지만
I was hesitant to share my
나는
secrets.
불어 말하지 않았다.
I think it might be found inside your bed.
내 안에 은밀한 두려움까지
I was too
끄집어내기에는
ashamed to bear my deeply hidden fears before
그리고
him.
마침내
And finally,
크로모와의
the promised day
약속의
had come.
싱클레어,
Yo,
너희 집에 있는
Sinclair,
지하실 말이야.
could you show me your
구경시켜줄 수 있어?
basement?
그녀의 말은 너무나도
Her
갑작스레
words struck me out of nowhere, yet
그리고도 깃털만치
they were
가볍게
light as a
들려와서
feather.
떨어진 지우개를 주워달라고 하는
She asked
것만큼
me as
당연한
though
부탁을
it
하는
were
것만 같아.
something as simple as picking up an
나도 모르게
eraser,
긍정하려는
and I
것을
almost caught myself
간신히
agreeing
막아야만
to
했다.
it.
우리 집
Why our
지하실은
basement
왜?
exactly?
내가 우연히 들은 이야기가 맞다면
If the rumor I just so
그곳은
happen to hear is
엄청난
right,
곳과
your house
연결되어
is connected
있거든.
to a scandalous
꼭 확인해봐야
place.
할 게 있어.
There's something I've got to check.
하지만 부모님이
But my parents
좋아하지 않으실 텐데
won't like it.
그런
I couldn't even
말들은
bring myself to
나조차
finish
말해놓고
this
부끄러워지게.
humiliating sentence.
차마 입 밖으로
Book
꺼내지
Sinclair
못했다.
also fell for Demian's mom. Oh lordy. Book Sinclair definitely also was a bi disaster then. Because she looks like Demian mostly.
내가 확인만 제대로 할 수 있다면 싱클레어.
If you let me check it out, Sinclair,
저번에 했던 약속.
I swear I'll keep
확실하게
that
지킬 수
promise with
있다고
you.
보증할게.
Cross my heart.
지하실 열쇠를 몰래 가져와
Sneak me
주면
the basement
길
key.
안내는
I can
내가
navigate.
해서-
Your Chroma, your crazy is showing.
그녀의 말에 숨어있는 기시감을
Unable to detect the
끝끝내
faint,
찾아내지
familiar
못한
feeling hidden in her
천천히
words.
고개를
I
끄덕였고
slowly nodded.
그렇게
Thus,
악의 세계가
the world of evil began there,
우리 집
right in
한가운데에서
the middle of our house. Oh lordy. But he's got a boy crush, baby boy is boy crushing.
사격 개시.
I hate it when gatcha games just have fights in the middle of stuff because it's like, oh yeah, we need to be a video game too. Bro, just let me play the visual novel.
이제
Take my keys, close everything.
알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
Yeah,
한바탕
obviously
해볼까?
nothing would go wrong by trusting Chroma like that. Absolutely nothing. I saw an edit of Chroma having
한 점만
the
노린다.
kindest smile. It looks off-putting and strange.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
I didn't call the Canto boring.
테지.
I'm just saying it's annoying when I just want to carry on with the plot. And then it makes me fight stuff, and I'm just like, can we just read the story? I just want to read the story. It's good.
부수적인 효과를 가지고 있었죠.
So as the Kantos go on, P-Moons get better at integrating the fights in the story. That's good. I can see why this one would be tricky since it's like I said, it's a high school visual novel. So it's got to be a bit awkward to try and get these fights in.
어머, 부탁드려요.
부모님의 눈을 피해 지하실 열쇠를 몰래 훔치러 나는
After
약속했던
stealing
대로
the key without my
크로모와
parents noticing, I took
지하실로
Chroma
내려갔다.
to the basement of my estate as I had
크로모가
promised.
안내한 곳은
From there, she
지하
led
실속,
me to a
좁은
dirty air
환풍구였다.
vent.
환풍구를 한참 기어가자
Crawling in the unlit vent
어둡고
for a while,
매캐한
a
냄새가
dank,
가까워지고
grimy odor and the
쥐들이
sounds
돌아다니는 것
of
같은 소리가
small
났다.
critters scuttling about assaulted my senses.
옷은 점점 더러워지고 있었고 목은 말라오며
My
집에
clothes were
돌아가고
stained
싶다는
with
생각이
filth. My
간절해져만
throat
갔다.
was parched, and I was overcome with the desire to go
그때
back. That's when I
여태까지와는
noticed
다른 냄새가
that the
주변을
smell my
감싸고
nose
있다는
picked
사실을
up has just
눈치챘다.
changed from the stench so far. Yeah, unfortunately he took the chroma route, got the bad ending and his family killed. Should have raised her affection level to get the good ending. Story starts taking off in 3.5. I think it's still doing pretty good now. Like I said, 2 was a bit iffy. This is good. I like this.
너도 느껴지지?
Can you feel it?
크로마가 속삭이는 소리가 들려왔다.
Chroma whispered to me.
앞에 뭔가 있는 거야.
There's something up ahead.
만약 돌아가야 할 마지막 기회가
This might have
남아있다면
been the last chance I had to turn back.
지금이라도 그녀를
It
만류하고
might have been better
온갖
to
달콤한
dissuade
회유를
her with all
끼얹으며
kinds of sweet
다음을 기약하는 게
placations
나았을지도
to
몰랐다.
leave and come back later.
그녀에게
But even if I
그따위
knew
사탕발림이
that
통하지
empty
않을 거라는
flattery
것을
wouldn't work
알면서도
on her.
하지만 나는
But
갑자기
before I could try it,
사악한
a
호기심이
vile
들기 시작했다.
curiosity came over me.
처음으로
I was entering a
악당들과
world
같은
where
세계 속으로
villains
걸어가고
belonged
있다는
for the
느낌이
first
들었다.
time.
왜였을까?
And for some reason,
돌아가는 것을
I gave
포기했다.
up turning back. It's thoughts like this that make the one who shall grip very plausible.
그게 마지막 기회라는 것을
While
어렴풋하지만
knowing in my
확실하게
heart that I was
알고
squandering
있었으면서.
my last chance.
그 광경은 정말이지 두 번 다시는
Oh,
보기
the
힘들 정도로
loathsome sight I
끔찍한
had to
장면이었다.
witness. It was something I couldn't think to behold twice.
이걸 단순히
Could
괴물이라고 표현할 수
monstrosity
있을까?
be an apt description for what we saw? For what I saw?
그러기에는 지성이 있는 것처럼
It
보였고
seemed too sentient for that,
인간이라고
yet
하기에는 어딘가
it
단단히
also
잘못된 듯이
seemed
보였다.
decidedly wrong to say that it was even remotely human.
두려움에 몸부림치며
Shuddering in
나는 이
fear,
세계에 발을
I
들인 것을
started to
후회하기
regret
시작했다.
stepping into this world.
왜 기회를 걷어차고 나서야
Sinclair, you
다
idiot.
지금 기회가 올 수
Look at
없을지
yourself.
기원하는 꼴보기
Hoping by
같은 짓을
some
하는
miracle
걸까?
to get another chance right after you wasted it?
그런 후회와 함께 이건
Along
아마
with my
죽을
regrets,
때까지
I
잊을
had
수
the
없는 장면이
feeling
될
that
거라는 확신이
I'd never forget what I saw
뇌리를
that day
파고들어왔다.
until the moment I die.
크로마
Kuroma, I've got to go back.
돌아가지만 크로마는 달랐다.
On the other hand, Kuroma was enraptured.
그녀는 아주
She
황홀한
was mesmerized by
일생의
the scene,
대단한 무언가를
watching
마주한 사람처럼
intently as though she made a
하염없이
discovery of a
그 풍경을
lifetime.
보며 취해 있었다.
I'll let Chroma's voice actor do that. Chroma saw a tentacle monster and immediately smiled. Oh, lordy. People say that they saw the pure form of everything there.
어떤 말도 들리지 않는 것처럼 보이는
Leaving
크로마를
Chroma
두고
all enraptured to herself, I
뒤로
crawled back
기어갔다.
for the
왜
exit.
우리 집 근처에 그런
Why is my
끔찍한 곳이 연결되어 있는 걸까?
basement connected to such a horrid
왜
place?
크로마는 이
How
사실을
did
알고
Chroma
있는
know
걸까?
this?
왜 크로마는
Why isn't she scared either?
뒤에서 바람을 타고
I could almost hear
크로마의
Chroma's
오싹한
spine-chilling
휘파람 소리가
whistles
들리는
and the
것만
wind
같았다.
blowing from behind.
다음날 크로마는
The very next
아무렇지
day,
않게
Chroma came to school as if nothing had
학교에
happened.
싱클레어, 내게 귀중한
싱클레어.
것을 보여줘서 정말
Thank you
고마워.
so much more for showing me precious things.
이건 내
Take
보답이야.
these as my thanks.
그러더니 그녀는
She handed two
정체모를 동전
mysterious
두 개를
coins to me.
항상 가지고
Always
있도록
keep them
해.
at your side, got it?
알았지?
고개를 끄덕이지 않을 수는
All I could
없었다.
do was not.
그 후 매일 밤
Since then, the
환풍구
things I
너머의 그
saw in
풍경은
Vent constantly haunted
악몽처럼
my
나를
mind.
괴롭혀댔고 나는 자연스레
And
크로마를
began
피하게
to
되었다.
consciously avoid Chroma.
그녀를 바라보는 것만으로도
I could picture myself
두려움과
involuntarily
기시감에 절여졌던
trembling in
듯
terror
내가
just by
그려졌다.
looking at her. I mean, I could understand why she would be obsessed with abnos. They are manifestations of humanity. Which is fascinating for a lot of people.
그러나 아직 크로모에게는
But there was something I
받아내야 할
needed
것이
to take
있었다.
back from her.
지하실 열쇠.
The basement key.
만약 부모님이
My parents
우연이라도
could
열쇠
find out
정리를
at any
하느라면
moment.
금방
1
불통이
minute
날지도
of
모르는
sorting the
일이었다.
keys is all it would take.
나는 따뜻한 세계에
For the
계시는
first
부모님을
time, I betrayed my
처음으로
parents
배신했고
living in a world of warmth.
더 이상
I was afraid
그들의
my
세계와는 같은 곳에
deviation from
있지
their
않다는
world
것을
would end up
확정당하는
becoming
것이
an
싫어.
irrefutable fact.
크로모
Chroma,
이제
won't you give it back now?
돌려주.
뭘 말이야?
Give back what? Hello, person! I can't read your name, so if you could, tell me what I can call you, that would be lovely.
지하실
The basement key.
열쇠. 용기를 쥐어짜낸 어느 날
I mustered the courage to ask one day.
크로모는 예상치 못한 말을
Chroma
들었다는
burst
웃음을
into laughter
터뜨렸고
as though she didn't expect this from
겁에
me.
질린 나는
Intimidated, I
뒤로
slowly
천천히
stepped back.
물러서
무슨 말 하려고 그렇게
Ah, and
쩔쩔이
here I was, wondering what you were struggling so hard to say.
좋아. 돌려줄게.
Fine. You can have it back,
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
열쇠는
We
이제
don't need
우리한테
key
필요
anymore.
없거든. 그리고 말이야.
And besides,
네 원망은 틀림없이
your
이루어질
grudge
거야,
will most certainly
싱클레어.
bear fruit, Sinclair.
의치 시술을 받지
You
않고
didn't want to get
싶다니까
your
말이야.
procedure right.
약속
You
기억하지?
remember our promise.
너는 내 원망을
You fulfilled
이뤄줬거든.
my grudge.
그
You
보답이야.
fulfilled my grudge, so it's only fair I pay you back. I love doing deranged laughs. It's very fun.
열쇠를 받았다는 안도감에
I was too
사로잡혀
absorbed in relief of getting my key
크로모가
back
무슨
to
이야기를
realize that
하는지
Chroma was
정확히
really
알아차리지
talking
못했던 내
what
무지함을
Chroma was really talking about. I
저주한다.
curse my ignorance for it.
크로모가 말하는
Chroma was the
우리가
one who
누구였는지.
books. What about Chroma's we
왜
really meant?
이제는 필요 없다고 한 건지
And why she said it's
내
not needed
원망을
anymore.
어떤 식으로
And how she's
이뤄주겠다는
going to
소리인지
fulfill my grudge.
단 한마디도 묻지 않았다.
I didn't think to question a single
내
thing, and for
어리석음을
that,
후회하고
I regretted my inaction.
저주한다.
I curse my foolishness. Poor Baba. Poor Baba. Just did some stuff with a girl, broke some rules.
불길 속으로
It's almost as if humanity is the biggest theme.
전투가 문물이다.
Yes, it is.
강자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제
하나구만.
그리고 불 앞에 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
Ooh, big yawn. I actually don't know if we're gonna get the end of this dungeon in today, you know. We've got 10 minutes or so.
하나구만.
And I feel like with the amount of reading, like if I wasn't reading this out loud, we probably could have gotten through it. But that's no fun. I like doing the voice acting nonsense. I thought lasagnas were the biggest thing. We are close, but I'm gonna have to potentially, we'll probably be able to do one more. Need like 30 minutes more. Yeah, I don't have 30 minutes. But it's okay, we'll get as far as we can. Hydrate!
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를
But
세우라.
yeah. So it'll be next week we'll finish this
결국
one.
크로모한테
Oh, hey,
열쇠를
Damien!
넘겼었구나.
So you ended up giving Chroma the key.
어떻게
How do you
알았어?
know that?
데미안은 말을 하지 않은 것까지도 모두
Damien
알아채는
had
능력이
this
있었다.
ability to get a grip on things I never mentioned to him.
언젠가 그에 관해
When I asked him
물어보았더니
about it, he just said
사람을
it's
자세히
something you
관찰해보면 알게
learn
될
by
일이라고만
carefully
말했을
observing
뿐.
others and
더
didn't
이상
elaborate further.
자세히는 말해주지 않았다.
Chroma Brady does sound a lot like I imagine N-Faust. Where N-Faust, Chroma Brady mix. Save the Chroma fight for next stream and start the interlude as well, since interludes can be pretty short. Sounds good.
싱클레어,
Sinclair,
앞으로 더욱
a
힘들고
series
괴로운
much
일들이
more painful
널
events
연달아서
may await you
덮쳐올지도
in the
몰라.
future.
하지만
But you mustn't
거기에선
give
안
up.
돼. 그 고통이 널
That pain
더욱
will
아름답게
foster your growth
성장시켜줄 거니까.
into a beautiful being.
제 아무리 어려운 말도
No matter how
데미안의 입을
complicated
거치면
and
모두
perplexing those
그럴듯해지고만은
statements seemed, Demian's
그에게는
mystic charm made
그런
them all
신비한 힘이
sound
있었다.
convincing.
그의 말을 들으면
Briny Rose
나는
could
꼭
live for the
성장할 수
hidden
있을 것
corpse
같았다.
part.
그럴 가치가 있는 존재가 될 수
Listening
있을
to
것
his
같았다.
speech gave me the hope that I could really grow. I was hopeful that I could become a worthy being. Go gadget kick out. Yeah, but
하지만
I don't really get it though,
잘은 이해가 안
Demian.
돼.
네가 알아내. 그런 다음에
It's up to you to
나에게
find
답을
out.
말해줘.
Make sure you tell me your answer when you do.
말투는 부드러웠고
His voice was
눈은
soft,
웃고 있었음에도
and his eyes imparted pleasantness.
어째서인지
But I still
그래야만 할
felt
것 같다는
compelled to
생각이
do as he
들었다.
asked.
그 눈동자에는 분명
His
특별한 힘이
eyes
있는 게
must have
분명했다.
held some kind of power. Or you're just too gay, too gay, too gay, too gay, too
눈만
gay,
마주치면
too
힘이
gay.
풀리고 무력해지는.
Disarming those who make
특별한
eye
힘.
contact with him, sapping their mental strength.
하지만
But
그렇다면
if that's the
왜
case, why
일말의
didn't he
언급조차
warn me?
해주지 않아는 지금까지도.
It's something I still ask
궁금해지고
myself
난다.
to this day. Because it doesn't. You're just too gay, child. You got a quash. Demian must be Venus' child to never speak plainly and always give some elusive BS metaphor that takes a thesaurus to understand. Yeah, that would make sense. Demian, you're about to go through your character backstory, Sinclair. There's a little bit of the tune in this
한 점만 노린
OST that sounds like my phone alarm and it's throwing me the heck off. There's like a dee 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 and it sounds like my phone alarm and I hate it. Every time I hear it I'm like looking at my phone and being like, why is the alarm going off? It's not going off!
이러면 쏠 수
How
있지.
dare you, OST? How dare you?
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는
불길 속으로
아닙니다. 보수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
Love deranged women, but I like voicing deranged
그간의
women.
전투 경험이
I hope one day I should look out for like any casting calls for deranged women. See if I get a job voicing a deranged woman. The biggest of yawns. I think we can maybe get one more in. Demi reminds me of Enoch, character from Lobber. Tiff's bro. Tiff's brother. We'll get one more in.
잠깐만.
We got 5
천천히.
minutes.
그날은 크리스마스 이브로
It was Christmas Eve when the
온
whole
마을에
town was filled with jingles
종소리와
and
기뻐
joy.
성야의 가호 아래
Under the blessing of
나는
the holy
돌아가서
nights, I was
가족들에게
planning to confess my
나름의
sin to my
고해를 해볼
family.
생각에 지하실 열쇠를
I
훔친
wanted to
바보
tell
같은
them that I
실수를
made the
저질렀지만
foolish mistake of stealing the
나는
basement
다시
key, and that I'd go back
모범적인
to being
아들로
a good
돌아갈
son.
것이라고. 그 시간 동안 나는 너무도 괴롭고
That the
끔찍했다고.
short time I spent
내가
away
속한
from the
세계가
right path
얼마나
was
평화롭고
agonizing.
만족스러웠는지
That I learned how peaceful and fulfilling the
절실히 깨달았다고.
world I'd been living in truly
그러면
was.
가족들은
My family
처음엔
might be
잠깐
surprised at
놀라겠지만
first, but I
어느
was
날
sure they'd
그
welcome me
나번의
back
공간으로
into their paradise.
분명
That was how it should
그랬을
have
것이다.
been.
하지만
Tifbro also spoke cryptic.
어?
However,
원래 같았다면
I was
정문 앞에
supposed to
설
hear a
때부터
robot dog
나를
greet
반겨줄
me
로봇
when I
강아지의
stood
소리가
at the
들렸어야
gate,
했지만
but my home
집은
was
고요한
covered
밤 아래
in
둘러싸여 있을
silence
뿐이었고
and darkness.
뒤이어 내가 마주한 건
When I walked inside, I was
멸망에
confronted
뒤집혀버린
with a fallen
나뿐.
paradise. I am unsurprised, but it's still awful.
누군가가 아버지의
Someone
머리를
smashed my
내리친다.
father's head.
녹색 은색의 갑주를 입고 있는 괴상한 인물이다.
It's a disturbing individual wearing rusty silver armor.
인간되지 아니한 것들이
How unsightly these non-humans still admire humanity and display false emotion.
내버려둬 기도.
Let those impure
불순물들
things
특유의
be,
생존
Guido.
본능이야.
It's their survival instincts kicking in.
아니,
Well,
전기가
should I
끊기는
say
것을 두려워할
they're
뿐이라고
scared
하는
of
게
shutting
맞나?
down.
기계 파편과 피해,
Metal
살점들이
pieces of metal,
공중에 튀었다가
flesh and blood
다시
fly
바닥으로
into the air
떨어진다.
before hitting the floor.
싱클레어,
Sinclair, you're here! I know. That's the saddest thing. Is this? They still love each other.
피와 살점이 묻은 망치를 든 채로
Chroma approaches, carrying a hammer stained with blood and flesh.
아, 이거
Oh,
말이야?
this thing?
난 옛날부터
Ever since I
저런
was little,
더러운
I couldn't
놈들이랑
stand
조금만
being involved
엮여도
with filthy
불길해서
affronts to
참을 수가
humanity like
없었거든.
these.
왜냐하면 나는
Because I'm a
사람을
humanitarian who
사랑하는
loves all
파괴주의자니까.
things human. Knees, indubitably.
그런데
Now,
그런 불순한
imagine how it
새끼들의
feels to
자식이기까지
face the
하면
son of a pack of those affronts to humanity.
내가 널 어떻게 해야 할까,
Just what should I
싱클레어?
do with you, Sinclair? Hmm?
나의 다리는 힘이 풀린 지
Yeah,
오래다.
I can see why this has been edited. My legs have long given up.
입도 마찬가지다.
My mouth couldn't move.
온몸의
It was
모든
all as if
요소가
my whole
자기
body
멋대로 움직이는 것만
refused to
같았다.
cooperate.
눈앞에 크로모의 발이 보였다.
I saw Chroma
차마
standing
고개를 들
right
수도
before
없었다.
me. I
그렇게
couldn't dare look
가까워져서야
up. Terror
두려웠지.
kicked with the
눈
realization that she was so close to me, and my eyes shut themselves tight.
아버지와 어머니와 누나를 으깬 살점이 남아있는 저 망치가 나를 향해
The
다가올
thought
거란
that the same
생각이
hammer that
견딜 수
crushed
없을
my
정도로
father, mother,
두려웠다.
and sister would now come for me was unbearable. But it didn't.
하지만 아무런 기척도
But-
없다.
Nothing happened.
의아해진 나는
Confused, I
조심스럽게 눈을 떠서
carefully opened my
고개를
eyes and
들었다.
lifted my
크로마는
head.
나를 바라보고 있었다.
Chroma was watching me,
언젠가 내가 책상에
making a
앉아있을 때
perfect smile, just
자신의
like the
이름을
one she
알려주며
made
말을
when she
걸었을
first
때처럼
came to my
완벽한
desk
미소를 지으며
and told me her name.
하지만 너는 내 영웅이야, 싱클레어.
Well, you are my hero, Sinclair.
그러더니 내
Then
교복
she
셔츠
reaches
주머니에 손을 넣어
into the pocket of my
동전
school
하나를
shirt
꺼내간다.
and takes out a coin.
나에게 쥐어준
It's one of the
잎의
two she
동전이다.
handed me the other day.
앞으로
From now on,
무엇이든 의심하고
you'll doubt everything,
불안해하고
be anxious of
끊임없이
everything,
나를 떠올리면서
and live in
거짓을
ever constant
재살아.
terror as if your memories of me haunt you.
그러다가 때가 되면
And when the time
내가 널
comes,
부를 거야.
I will call for you.
어이, 이 아이를
Hey.
안전한 곳으로 옮겨.
Someone take this kid to
누구라도
safety.
손대면
Lay a finger
내가
on him and I'll
가만두지
make you
않겠어.
regret it.
엄습하는 이명과 구둣발 소리 그리고 어지러움 속에서
Amidst the piercing noise, storms of heavy footprints and disorientation, I lost
그대로
consciousness.
기절했다.
Oh, Sinclair!
고개 속으로
What a baby. Yeah, imagine your dead family right in front of you. The murderer of your family walks up to you and says that. Takes a coin as payment for sparing you, I assume.
그러니 알아서 잘 피해야지.
이제 그 도통사라들의
And says
수염을
you'll see him
맑게
again,
해주시면
whether you like it or not.
자원수강자
그 삶에
Does I can fix her reply when she's trying to fix a crazy zealot? No, you cannot fix her. The only way you could be with her is if you go as crazy as she does.
한 점만
Yes, it was one of the coins you gave him earlier. I got that. So I take it like but those coins to her are like the time she will spare him.
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는
Nah, I'd
맛이
fix.
나는군.
Good luck with that.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 널 답답하게 계시.
You can't fix her, she'll break you instead. Yes, that's what'll happen here.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사려고 하는 것이 아닙니다. 이런 부수적인 효과를 기대하시죠.
Oh, did she take one then as well? Oh, so she's taken both the coins? It's like the jackpot, 99% of people quit before fixing it. However, we will have to look at fixing her next time, because for now, that is all we have on the stream. Thank you everyone so much for coming! Thank you everyone in chat, thank you anyone in look, thank you anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming and interacting with and having fun watching. I am close to the end, I know, but getting through with all the reading is going to take, like I said, at least another half an hour, so. You'll have to wait till next week. I will be back on Friday, where we'll be doing some birthday karaoke, because it's my birthday the weekend. So I'm going to do some birthday karaoke, because it'll be fun. That is all. I know, I'm sorry, normal size Fanta. I'm sorry. I don't think you'll be able to see the headband, because we're too zoomed in. But I appreciate the thought on the headband. So please come around then. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, give the channel a cheeky follow. A lot of you already have, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing so. If you would like to support me in other ways, thank you for the headpads, howdy. You could do so by buying cute things from my Etsy, like that cat you just saw. Look at him, look at him. That cat is available on my Etsy, as well as other crochet goods. And there's other ways to potentially give me birthday money if you wish. You can do so via YouTube membership, where you can get emotes, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and chat commands. You can go to the Patreon, where you get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. There is the Kofi, where if you like my emotes, you can commission me to draw some for you. And last but not least is my merch store, which has got ebooks, first edition copies of books that I've written, bookmarks, a notebook, a pillow, and some stickers. Spend, indubitably. Spicy Cheeto cat. Yes. It is spicy and angry. But that is all I have for you today. Once more, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good week, everyone. I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Bridie Rose Smith, Land of Bin Library. Good.